Kelly is deferred to Senator Sinema.
Thank you, Chairman, and thank you, Senator Kelly. Thank you for holding this hearing today, and thank you to our witnesses for being here today. This is an exciting chance to unify our active duty priorities and VA priorities to address important concerns to strengthen the process all service members go through when transitioning to civilian life. Arizona has 5 active duty military bases and over 20,000 service members that will someday, we hope, join the almost 500,000 veterans already living in Arizona. We're proud that so many veterans call our state home and want Arizona to continue to be an attractive place to settle in civilian life. When transitioning out of military service, it's not enough just to have resources out there, but our veterans need to be made aware of all the programs that exist. The Transition Assistance Program is often criticized for being too brief and not giving veterans time to retain the information provided. When losing the group safety net of the military, our veterans need to be set up to pursue a fulfilling career after their service. Arizona veterans tell me that while the military has given them an invaluable skill set, it can be difficult to transfer those skills into the civilian workforce without career guidance from people that understand their unique circumstances. So my first question is about the Sergeant Daniel Somers Veteran Network of Support legislation. We were proud to pass that into law. In fact, Congress had to pass it twice, once each for the DoD and for the VA. Together, these bills established a program where transitioning service members identify loved ones who will receive updates from the DoD and VA respectively to help them be better informed during the transition process. Can you provide me with an update on our pilot from the law I wrote and any lessons that we've learned from the process?
So, Senator, thank you for that legislation and giving us the opportunity to connect to those family members. I will have to get back to you with, for the record, on the results of the pilot to this stage.
And I would just add, personally, I know my wife helps make sure that I get to my annual physical, that I do all the things, and I know that's a big source of support for many transitioning service members, particularly given the breadth, the depth, the scope of the information that's being provided. So continuing to encourage spouses is really important to attend, but we're also mindful that sometimes they just can't make it during the day, or while they're actually still in uniform. So some of the off-base training that DOL provides is also a really great resource, and then continuing to follow up in the first year after they transition to try to connect those dots as well.
Well, thank you. I'd like to follow up with each of the departments on more detailed information about the success or challenges that the pilot's experiencing. As mentioned in previous testimony, transition from the military can take a lifetime. In last Congress, we passed my bill, the Reduce Unemployment for Veterans of All Ages Act. That lifted the arbitrary 12-year time limit on VA's vocational rehab and employment, or VR&E program for veterans with service-connected disabilities. Can you provide an update on the VR&E program, specifically any details on how it's being used by older generations of veterans?
Yep, Senator, I'd have to get back to you for the record with more details, but what I would say is we've seen an increased demand for VR&E services, particularly in the aftermath of the PACT Act. It's one of our most impactful programs that we provide, tailored to the individual needs, and it helps many more veterans as they're figuring out how to transition in their career goals. And so I'd be happy to follow up with you or your staff in addition to in writing.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Another benefit for transitioning service members is the Skill Bridge program, which has a great deal of support from industry partners at home in Arizona. But once service members become aware of this program, it's often too late for them to participate. How can you better spread awareness and encourage participation?
Senator, thank you. We also believe that the Skill Bridge program is a very effective program. One of the things that we're doing is in the transition counseling process is making sure that the service members are aware of Skill Bridge as a transition program. We're also ensuring that commanders are aware of the benefits of the program to ensuring the success of the transition of that service member, so they get those experiences working with companies or nonprofits or state agencies in order to put their skills to use and understand how they may be able to apply those when they do transition to becoming a civilian.
Thank you, Chairman.
Back to